Hello everyone and welcome to the Carousel of Connor. I know this is not the normal intro you are used to, but the footage actually got corrupted. So, it only was the intro, thank goodness. So you guys are going to enjoy this video because we are doing how many things you can do in 1 hour at Animal Kingdom. Let's go check it out.
Carousel of Connor.
So I think Animal Kingdom is going to present the toughest 1 hour challenge that we faced so far, because if you guys saw our Magic Kingdom one, we even had a hard time just getting around that park like really fast, and also it takes, you know, time just to go on the lines and the rides itself. We're over at Animal Kingdom too, you know, that's one of the most spread out, you know, parks. And not even that, but there's only 5 attractions currently open because some of the rides and shows are currently down. So that makes it hard too, because, you know, some of the crowds that would, you know, regularly disperse in different rides, you know, they're not going to do that because there's less. So that makes it harder too. Like I said, the distance is really tough too, like traveling to different parts. So I feel like Animal Kingdom is going to present a lot of challenge to get a lot done in 1 hour, but we're going to do our best. Kilimanjaro Safari says a 15-minute wait, so we're going to kick off the 1 hour challenge with this ride right here, Kilimanjaro Safari. Let's see if it's actually 15 minutes long. If you're enjoying today's video to see how much we can do in 1 hour here at Animal Kingdom, guys, do not forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ring that bell. Every little bit, you know, of engagement helps me, guys. It really helps the channel, and I appreciate it so much. Thank you. So Kilimanjaro ended up only being like a 13-minute wait. It actually would have been a little less because there was a vehicle that wasn't operating correctly, and the driver actually had to go and bring it for maintenance. So we ended up getting on the next vehicle, not the one that we were supposed to. But, you know, it is what it is, you know, things happen. So that kind of stopped us a little bit too. Also, Kilimanjaro Safari is a pretty long ride too. It's over 20 minutes, so you know that's gonna take a lot of time too. So that plus, you know, the 13-minute wait, that already takes a big gap out of what we already did. But I want to do one of the major rides, which I feel like Kilimanjaro Safari is. And now we're gonna do some other options that you can do here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. And so with that being said, our next stop is Gorilla Falls, which is one of the trails here. You get to see gorillas and other animals too, so let's go check it out. So at Gorilla Falls too, you don't just see gorillas too. They have an okapi over here he's eating, so there's actually like nobody around here either. It's very empty, so it's kind of nice little like trail to actually see the animals up close. One thing I never really noticed either is they have these like information boards, which is pretty cool too. So it tells you about like the females, and then there's one that tells you about like the males too. So that's actually kind of cool that they have these like little field notes to learn more about the animals. He's actually a little camera shy, but there is a zebra right there. Maybe he'll come from behind the tree. But then there's another one right behind that log there too. You can kind of see the other one's head right there, but it is cool. It's nice to have a little closer look than you do maybe, you know, on the Kilimanjaro Safari. I've actually never seen the gorillas this close, which is pretty crazy. They're right up against the glass. You can actually see a baby gorilla a little further back too. It's kind of hard to see because of the way the glass is right now, but this is a pretty cool view. It's actually really cool too, seeing the animals up like that close, because, you know, nothing against like our driver on Kilimanjaro Safari, but she was driving pretty quickly. Like we didn't get to see it, we didn't get to stop, and I only counted one time that she stopped the entire time, and that was for the lion. So you guys can see that too in a lot of my shots from Kilimanjaro Safari, because you're gonna notice that we're in motion most of those shots. But, you know, like I said, at least she was driving slow. We got to learn a lot, which, you know, that's what I'm there for. But as far as getting to stop actually looking at the animals more closely, I feel like Gorilla Falls is the way to do that. Now here's a really good look at one of the gorillas here. He's just chowing down, which is pretty funny to see him eating there and looking at us. But one cast member actually was just saying too that all the gorillas here have names, but they don't tell the guests the names because that's actually how they call the gorillas in at certain times. So they don't want the guests calling in the gorillas. But I did not know that. So they say that Gorilla Falls is a 15 to 20 minute trail or trek, whatever you want to call it. I did that probably in about 10 minutes. We do have 10 minutes left. I don't know why I'm holding a 5. We do have, think of 2 of those. We have 10 minutes left of today's challenge. So I do have an idea, something that is close and something where, you know, you can actually do a lot there. One of the best things about Kilimanjaro Safari too is the exits right there. Gorilla Falls is right here, so again, maximizing your time. They're right next door to each other. And then also right next to Gorilla Falls is Rafiki's Planet Watch, which is going to be our 3rd thing we do here in 1 hour. Now if you don't know what Rafiki's Planet Watch is, you get to see animals up close. They got like pigs, sheeps, I believe donkeys. They might even have a cow over there too. You see all these different kind of animals. You also get like a little backstage view too of Animal Kingdom, which is pretty cool. And also I believe they have like an artist workshop too, where you can go there and you draw like a different animal that is, you know, Disney inspired. So that's pretty cool. So the cast member just said that the train that takes you to Rafiki's Planet Watch is gonna be about 2 minutes, so it's still gonna be right under our 10-minute mark here. We're gonna be able to get over there at least, maybe see a few animals, so that's good news. But guys, there's no one here, which is kind of cool too. So this is probably the least crowded I've ever seen Rafiki's Planet Watch. There's actually like nobody here, feels like it at least, so that's gonna be nice. Oh, they got some goats over here, and no one seems to be too interested in the goats. Everyone's over there, but you know, we're gonna show the goats some love here. They're just kind of hanging out on their perches here, whatever you want to call it. One's actually under here, which is pretty funny. I love these two goats here. They're stacked up like bunk beds. This is hilarious, but that's really cute. And here's all of these sheep here, and unlike the gorillas, they actually let you know the names over here. They said the one sitting down name is Fleming, so hello Fleming. But yeah, they have a bunch of other goats here. Oh, this one just made some moves too, getting a little closer. I guess that's his good side for the camera. What's nice about Rafiki's Planet Watch too is they do have a lot of different animals that you can see, different kinds of species too. And even here they're kind of mixing them up too, which is cool. So you get to see a little bit of everything. It also looks like they're cleaning one of the pens, which is why, you know, one of them are over here. But this is neat. One of the coolest things about Rafiki's Planet Watch too is that some of the animals are like, you know, free roaming. You know, there's nothing blocking, you know, me from, you know, the sheep here, which is kind of cool. Usually they have some pigs here. I don't see any pigs walking around today, which is kind of sad, but you know, usually they do have pigs as well. They also have an entire indoor area where you can see a bunch of like reptiles and other animals. You can also see things like this where, you know, you see them kind of sampling the food that they give to the animals. You know, they're putting it in the bins and things, and you see how they organize it. So that's pretty cool. And here's that sketch class I was talking about too. It looks like they're actually doing Timon from The Lion King too, which I've done this class before. You know, I missed the time today because I think I was filming my outro when they started the class and we're letting anyone in for the last time. But it looks like they're actually pretty far on Timon too. They've done a lot, so cool thing to do if you've never done it. And yeah. You can also see here too where they do like some of the medical procedures for the animals. So like I said, you see a little bit of everything here at Rafiki's Planet Watch. You know, a wide variety of things to do. I never noticed this before at Rafiki's Planet Watch, but they do have a pollination garden which has like different flowers too. So again, I was talking about how they have a bunch of different things here at Rafiki's Planet Watch. This is one of them. And also for all the kids out there too, this is a wilderness explorer stop too. They have a lot of different activities you can do here. So you know, we talked about all the activities you can do, but here's even more you can do, you know, for your kids and things like that. And we're not gonna end the vlog here, guys, but I still feel like we have a lot more to look. I want to update you guys on some of the stuff going on at the parks. But like I said, this was, you know, the 1 hour challenge. I feel like we did a lot. We didn't get any snacks, which I feel like I usually try to squeeze in. But like I said, Animal Kingdom, I knew it was gonna be hard, right? Because it's so spread out. There's only 5 attractions going now, so of course crowds are gonna be going to a lot of those attractions, maybe ones that, you know, aren't as crowded as they normally are. And then especially too when you have Pandora, you know, Flight of Passage, an 80-minute wait before the park even opens, you know, it's not a great sign. I also did get a popcorn refill for $2.25 now, not $2. It has increased, but you gotta get those popcorn refills if you have a souvenir bucket. You can see over here is the Lightning Lane line for Flight of Passage. It's actually kind of long too, but I know that's kind of been the case lately for Lightning Lane. Those lines are, you know, a little long as well. Not as long as Standby, obviously, but they do have some length to them. And you can see Navi River Journey is also a 60-minute wait. So that's double of what it was when we first got here. It was 30 minutes before the park even opened because they had the resort guests had early park entry. And then over at the Flight of Passage, that was about, you know, 80 to start with. And as expected too, Pandora is one of the more like crowded areas. It's got 2 of the, you know, the bigger rides here, the more popular rides it seems like. And also they have Satula Canteen and, you know, gift shops and everything like that. So Pandora has a lot to offer, which is why it gets so crowded so early. And because of that reason is why I wanted to go over to Asia, because currently Expedition Everest is undergoing, you know, refurbishments. It's closed. So, you know, Asia's pretty empty right now. So I just heard a guest ask this question. I'm gonna put to you guys too. Over in Asia, they do have, you know, footprints here of, you know, the horseshoes. They also have footprints of like humans too. But I was just wondering, what does it mean? The guest was asking the cast members, but they didn't know. Does anyone know what this means, or does it mean anything? So although Expedition Everest is currently closed, the Circa Zong Bazaar, which is the gift shop for that attraction, is currently open. It looks like they actually have some outdoor merchandise as well as pin trading. And just listen to that, guys. Absolutely nothing, because there's literally like almost no one here. It's just a couple. I'm whispering because it's so quiet in here. It's weird kind of seeing this store at this state, because usually, you know, you have so much crowds coming in and out because of the ride and people, you know, stopping for the merchandise afterwards. It's weird to see a gift shop of a attraction opened when the attraction is not open. And really, this whole side of the park is pretty empty because Finding Nemo is currently closed as well. Finding Nemo, the musical. We do know a reiteration of this show is coming back in 2022. We just don't know. That's pretty much actually like all the details we know about it. But I always like this show. I'm glad that it is still going to be here, and I'm excited to see what they, you know, decide to do with it. Not that Dino Land USA is like this mecca or anything like that, but this also is pretty, you know, low in crowd stay too, pretty empty. Also, it's starting to rain too, so that always keeps, you know, some of the crowds away. And because the raining is starting to pick up, that might mean that, you know, it's time to maybe grab some cover and also grab some grub too, because I'm actually getting pretty hungry. Also, RIP to Primeval World. This is where it used to stand, completely gone. Dinosaur is actually only a 20-minute wait, and this is one ride that I was actually thinking about doing for the 1-hour challenge. The only problem with Dinosaur was there's no other attractions really near here that I wanted to do in that 1-hour challenge. So I was like, you know, what's the point of going over there if I'm not gonna be able to maximize the things I do in that 1 hour? It does look like the dinosaur in front of the dinosaur ride could use a little TLC. You see some of the paint is fading and things like that. I don't think it's supposed to be like that, but yeah, because you can even see on the back too, it's like a little like chipped off. So it looks like it could use some TLC here, but that's just my opinion. I was gonna pick an indoor quick service for lunch, just because it would be warm inside, things like that, but I love Flame Tree Barbecue so much that I'm willing to sit outside. It is covered, but I am willing to sit outside because I want some of that half chicken, barbecue chicken, delicious. I wish you all were able to smell what it smells like outside of Flame Tree Barbecue. The barbecue smell smells so good. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to get. I was walking by it earlier today and I was like, I gotta go back. So the barbecue chicken at Flame Tree Barbecue is about $13.49. I got about like $2, maybe, I think a little more, it was like $2.70 off with my cast member discount, which is really nice. But I've had this before, just to be honest with you guys, and I know it's good, but let's see how it is today, because, you know, it can vary, I guess, from time to time. But every time I've gone to Flame Tree Barbecue, it's been pretty consistent, so let's see how it is. I used to always get the mac and cheese here too, which has like pulled pork in it and onion rings. It's actually really good, but I got the half chicken one time, and I've gotten it every time since. It was that good. This chicken is the way to go, guys. It's got great, like almost like a mesquite flavor to it, I think is like the word I'm looking for. It's got great like smoky flavor to it too. It's cooked to like perfection. It's like great flavor, and it's like super juicy. Man, this chicken's so good. I don't even know like what else to say about it. It's that good. You gotta try if you haven't. If I was gonna give any advice about getting the half chicken here, I would say definitely get a lot of napkins, but I did want to talk about the beans real quick. The beans are really good. Good like barbecue flavor to them. Not like super watery, which I feel like beans can be sometimes. The coleslaw was good too. Nothing like crazy about it, but it was decent. Overall, the whole meal was just really good, and for $13.49, I feel like that's pretty good as far as Disney goes. And I would say this is probably some of the best barbecue too. You guys know how I feel about why can't I think of it? Oh, Regal Eagle over at the American Pavilion in Epcot. I really like the barbecue over there, but this half chicken is really good. And I've had the half chicken over at Regal Eagle, and I like this half chicken at Flame Tree better than I like the item over there. So overall, really good place. And like I said before, if you haven't tried it, I really suggest you do try it out, because I think it's some of the best bang for your buck. It's really cool to see pin trading back at the parks too. Obviously, it's a little different than the, you know, pin trading we used to know, but it's cool that they have that back. Seriously, it's so nice to have live music, live entertainment back at Disney World. It just makes it so much better. Even when you're walking away from it, you can just hear it. You see people dancing. Good vibes all around. I just love that live entertainment is back here. You can see that the rain here is really starting to pick up at Animal Kingdom. It's getting more crowded. You know, there's more water on the ground and everything. People have their umbrellas, they got ponchos. And you can see that's changing the crowds a little bit too. People are starting going to the stores more. People are going more to the attractions, because Animal Kingdom does have a lot of outdoor activities, obviously, but the rain, you know, sometimes can mess that up a little. I also feel like usually they have like the puppeteers. I know Kevin from Up is back too at Animal Kingdom Parks. I feel like it usually happens like in this general area, but because of the rain and everything, you know, they're probably not gonna have that today. And guys, I want to take this time to thank all my Patreon supporters. All the support you guys show me really does mean a lot, so thank you. So I thought this was a really fun day today. I mean, I felt like we did a lot in that 1 hour. You know, I thought that was pretty good for what we were able to do. Like I said, you know, have a little perspective as far as, you know, that was just 1 hour. Imagine being here for 5 hours, 6 hours. I feel like you could do a lot. You know, we did some things afterwards too, saw some park updates, tried some food. You know, I feel like today could have been better as far as the weather. You know, it was a little rainy, but any day where I have some time to come to Animal Kingdom and just enjoy myself and make videos for you guys, you know, I really have a good time, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. And with that being said, guys, I'll see you on the next go around.